Everyone, back again with our next preview video, and we are now on to the Ryanair Chase. We'll crack straight on with it, and I'll come to you first, Andrew. What are you looking at this one, mate? Have you had a bet in this race yet?
No, haven't had a bet in the race. No, I have had a bet in the race. I apologise. I've backed Allaho at the start of the year, 12s, and I think he's 10s. So, shrewd punter getting 2 points bigger. He's still got an okay chance. I think Willie Mullins will win the race, and I think it's probably pretty obvious to say, but I think it's either between Min, Allaho, and Mellon. And I would just about side with Allaho. I think the best round of jumping he put in last year was in the RSA. Just the type of horse that might come alive on a bit of better ground. I do love Min. If he won, he's the type of horse I'd probably back on the day. He's still kind of underrated, even given how much he's achieved. And Mellon, you just always have that one feeling that something will come and do him, as has happened the last 3 or 4 years on the trot. He's a very good horse, probably a horse to back each way, but maybe just Allaho. I'd give him a chance. I thought he ran quite well in the Savills, considering he didn't jump very well, and if he jumped a bit sharper on a bit of better ground over 2.5 miles, I think he could have a good chance. But as I say, I haven't exactly moved markets from earlier this year. 12s into 10s isn't exactly massive moves. I thought he might be 5s or 6s by now, but I still think he's got a decent each way chance.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough, mate. Mellon does seem to be one that has a bit of place-itis in him, doesn't he? Mark, yourself?
Well, I think Andrew, even though my notes are underneath the table and he can't see them, I think he's read them, because I've got Willie Mullins has got a big hand in this race. It's between Min, Mellon and Allaho. And I think if I was sitting on a cliff at the moment, I would fall off it on Allaho, because he killed me last season. I backed him for the Marsh. Every week I was backing him for the Marsh. Then Willie Mullins went and put him in the RSA. And then he's killed me by getting beaten in that as well. So I've actually lost twice on him. I backed him in the John Darkin. I backed him when he went back up in the Irish Gold Cup. He's an absolute cliff horse. If he doesn't win the Ryanair, I'm going to go with him each way, 12-1, Allaho.
Right, that's fair enough then. Yeah. I mean, you two lads can be honest. If you've had phone calls before videos, it's fine.
Sounds like
it.
I really, Allaho is my cliff horse. I've said in one of my videos lately, Allaho is my cliff horse. He is not winning any of these big races. He has to win a big one sooner or later, because he keeps coming second or third. He was it second in the Albert Bartlett, third in the Marsh, not in the Marsh, the RSA. He is my cliff horse, but yeah, I'll give him one more go.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Obviously, I'm repeating myself a little bit from my own anti-post bet that I put up. I did last night, put it out this morning. So, Min for me, I echo what Andrew's just said in how underrated he is. I think he's about the most underrated horse in the game, in my opinion, and it can only stem from the fact that Altior used to beat him over 2 mile when he used to get sent there, because his record at this distance is phenomenal. And I think a 6, if there wasn't the issue with the Irish horses possibly not being able to come over, an each way at 6-1, you're going to get a little bit of profit no matter what, because he definitely will not be out of the frame. I'd be absolutely amazed if he's not. So he's like the captain of my team at the minute. So he's a bit of one hard to go against. If I was looking to try and find something at a bit of a price, whether he ends up at Cheltenham or not, I don't know, but I think waiting patiently could quite easily run into the mix here. I do think he'll end up coming. I don't know why. I just have the opinion that I think I think the Yard have obviously dropped down significantly in numbers. I think they'll want as bigger races from any horses as possible, and I think he'll end up here, and he could be very interesting because he finished like a train the last day. And two horses that I want to see back at this distance and that could end up being a lot shorter is Fakir Doudary back at 2.5 mile. I think could be a horse that could be seen to best effect there, and Sam Crow as well. I'm not a Sam Crow fan, but I don't think those two. You can put a line under the last race where they were stepped up in trip. It clearly didn't suit right now, and I think back at this distance, them two could end up with a bit of a bit of something to say. And if they do, once you start getting them into it, waiting patiently, if Fakir Doudary does come into it and Sam Crow does, you've got a hot little race on your hands. But right now, I think it's between the two that were first and second last year. And although it's a favourite, my free £20 right now would be straight on the nose with Min. All right, so we will move on again. That's the Ryanair finished with, and we will be back with you very soon. Cheers.